Congress wants to do an extreme makeover on your house, but you, in the end, might be the one paying for it. Inside that cap and energy trade bill that passed through the House last Friday, a provision that may mean if you try and sell your house and it's not energy efficient, which is yet to be defined, by the way, you may have to cough up money to fix it or else take down the for sale sign. Joe Barton's a Republican out of Texas. He's the ranking member of the House Energy Committee. And, sir, good morning to you. Thank you for your time today. I got a lot to move through. I want to try and do the best I can here. It's called the REAP, R-E-E-P, right? That's the Retrofit for Energy and Environmental Performance Program. What does that mean for a homeowner, sir?
Well, REAP is creepy for homeowners because what it means is if it's fully implemented, you're probably not going to be able to sell your house if it's an older home without having to spend thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars to bring it up to some of these more radical green standards that the radical left seems to be so enamored of.
Well, some of the standards, they haven't been set yet, right, in terms of the rules? The EPA is going to make the rules and the state's going to be left to carry it out. What would those rules look like?
Well, in a bill that the Democrats passed last year, requires every building in America to be totally energy efficient by the year 2050. This bill that passed the House on Friday builds on that and sets up these environmental councils, sets up a special group to train appraisers, requires the EPA to create these regulations in conjunction with the Department of Energy and some other federal agencies, and then mandates that the states have to implement it. It does give homeowners some flexibility in how they pay for the repairs.
Let me get to how you pay for that in a moment here, but I just wanted to define this for our viewers. It would require inspectors to go through your house in the following way. Use an infrared camera to measure how much heat the building's giving off or your home is giving off, to measure energy efficiency. You would be measured for water usage, infrared photography, and pressurized testing that would help determine the efficiency of door and window seals and indoor air quality. I mean, if you don't measure up, how much is that going to cost to do it?
Well, as I said, it could be in the tens of thousands. Of course, the president has his own gate problem now. He's got a CarbonGate problem with the EPA suppressing the endangerment documents. We have a scientist at the EPA who said that man-made global warming may not really be what it's cracked up to be. They didn't forward his report. We're trying to get that report. So just as Nixon had Watergate, Obama now has CarbonGate to deal with.
Debated a little bit.
If we find out that endangerment finding isn't as it should be, we don't need the bill.
Yeah, we debated a little bit of that yesterday and the day before. But you talk about payment here. There could be qualifiers in this bill which would give you a tax rebate or maybe even a loan to help pay for the repair job. Or utility rate rebate, too. Is that the way that Americans are going to have to figure out how to pay for it if this goes through?
Well, the Ways and Means Committee didn't really have a markup of the bill, so it's to be determined. It's one of these trust us issues. There are a number of things in this bill where the chairman, Mr. Waxman of California, and others got up on the floor and engaged in what are called colloquies with financial services and Ways and Means. So those are things they're going to determine later on, which is somewhat unusual for a bill of this magnitude to not be finalized before it comes to the floor.
Some are suggesting the government could help homeowners up to 50% cover the cost, but still that leaves the other 50% to pay for. Joe Barton, thank you. We'll see what form this takes or not on the Senate side. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, sir.
All right.